Here's a return from the 7. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over.
And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. New set of downs for him from the 31. They send a receiver in motion right. First down, play action. Throwing the out route, complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
A handoff right for Dillon. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Pass play on first and 10. Completed to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second down.
From the gun, it's a give to Dillon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 from the 43.
First down, Eagles.
Back to throw. Cut out left. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20.
That's another.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Keeps it on the option here. And he'll slide down after picking up a couple. Second down upcoming. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. The tight end in motion now. It's Dillon here on second down. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Incomplete in the end zone.
So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Oops, knocks it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Incomplete. Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
RPO here, quick throw, grab by Flowers. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
It's a gain of 4.
McCarthy throwing on third down. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
McCarthy fires out wide, taken down at the 44.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, McCarthy to throw. He's going deep! And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And this is going to put them up to 6 punts today. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they're not going to give him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes, 3rd and long. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
The 34-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Dillon. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll go again with Dillon. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Setting up to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for Brock.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up
Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
a gain of
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
They'll throw for it. That's caught beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's another.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Dillon, a first down carry. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now looking to throw. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Intended for number 28. Incomplete.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion.
And 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Intended for
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
for the field goal.
Oops, knocks it through. And that'll give them a 16-point advantage.
Makes the score.
When this offense hasn't been able to reach the end zone, he's been able to end their drives with points anyway. That's now his 3rd field goal, and they're grateful to play some add-on.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Hits him on the in route. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly, but the catch moves into the 48. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Running back gets the handoff. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Right side into the hands of Adams. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's the long back on the handoff. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stops. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On play action now, McCarthy. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Intended for number 87.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that drops the deficit down to 13.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Brown with a return here. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now throw to start the drive. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. Running up the middle, Dillon. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Going right back to Dillon. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. The throw is caught. And he's brought down after a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
That's a
knocks it through. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Makes the score
Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the fourth, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. Has this at the 6. Escapes a defender. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now you can see he's second in the league in touchdown receptions. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. McCarthy throwing here. Connects with Adams again. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
Number 11.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Throw left side, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. First down from the 42. Back to the air, McCarthy. Completed to Flowers. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The give here on 2nd. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up. Thought that this might be 4-down territory for him here, Brock, but they are lining up for a field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that drops the deficit down to 13.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Jukes away from one. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Now begin the drive with Dillon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
It's now 3rd down.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go with Dillon on the run. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
Eagles.
They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kyle Hamilton. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens
going play action. That's incomplete on second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Third down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
10 at the 19-yard line.
Now it's Dillon. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
On second down, here's Dillon again. And they find him after just a yard, and it's third down.
Carry for the running back. He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Pass play coming here. He's got it in the end zone, but he can't get the feet down. Oh, that throw. Now we're going to see if the Eagles are indeed eagle-eyed. They saw it differently. They've thrown the challenge flag.
The Eagles will set up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
Ravens 9.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
He's tackled at the
Working quickly here.
line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
Third and 2, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
They'll run for this. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs.
35-yard line.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
All set to go now from the 35. On the ground, Dillon. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
He was
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Eagles getting closer to their 13th win of the season.
54-yard attempt.
Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. And this stays a 19-point game.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now it's McCarthy. Catch made underneath by back. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. McCarthy throwing on this 3rd and 1. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Gotta hurry this to the line.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
He completes it in traffic. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down.
4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And a man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Eagles back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Dillon gets it on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.